Hello, everybody. I'm here again, and I'm looking forward to seeing Marianne joining me shortly. She's just so busy at the moment with buyer. She's showing an interested buyer one of her listings. So, yeah, but she's excited to be joining us as well. Just letting her know I'm on now. And this is now our 21st, how do we say, live podcast. Okay, let me know if everything's going well, including my sound, especially my sound, because at the moment um I'm using an equipment here. Just bought recently an equipment to help me have a better microphone, and hopefully it will go well. Okay, 21st episode of the New Zealand First Home Buyers Guide and Insight with Julie of Grow Yourself and Marianne Hunrubia of Ray White Real Ray. Yeah, just Ray White. All I know is Ray White. She's our fellow kababayan real estate agent here in New Zealand, particularly in Auckland, Manurewa. She's she's here in Manurewa anyway. So Marianne, if you'll be finishing soon, let me know and jump in straight away. And it's gonna be an exciting live podcast today because I have invited a guest, kababayan din natin from. That's really interesting kasi dito rin sila nakabili malapit sa amin in Manurewa. Clinton Park. Kami pala in Clinton Park. But let us know specifically where about here in Manurewa they've bought their other property. So, yeah, I'm just excited to introduce to you. I'm waiting for them to be able to join us. But just a quick idea of who our guests will be. Of course, Philip Kababayan, couple. And tanungin natin mamaya, how long have they been living here in New Zealand? And of course, paano sila nagsimula? When was the first time they bought their first house, their second house, and then the other houses that they bought? And now they recently bought a new one here in Manurewa. And the good thing about this is because they have bought houses and also sold their other house as well. Paano nga ba nila ito ginawa? And syempre, marami din silang mga anak. I think, as far as I can remember, they have 4 or 5 kids, but they are now grown up. I have a lot of questions about their home buying journey and their investors journey, because I would consider them as investors already. Mas maganda ba na bayaran mo kaagad ang lupa, the property that you bought first, or is it okay to just use the equity if you've heard about equity? And we're going to talk deeper onto that as soon as they join us tonight live, okay, in our podcast. By the way, if you're watching us from different parts of the country here in New Zealand, let us know. And what's your dream? If you're new here in New Zealand, let us know as well. If you don't mind sharing with us, when did you come? Would be great to hear from you and to know are you in New Zealand. Ang alam ko kasi, Auckland is the most expensive city in New Zealand. Pero kung bibili ka ng somewhere in the south, I think I'm 100% it's cheaper than Auckland. Kung saan kaya mas maganda? Even here in Auckland, meron ding mga cheap, not really as cheap as the other outside Auckland, of course. But different suburbs here in Auckland can be pricey as well. Especially, ang narinig ko is North Shore. It's a bit pricey. South Auckland can be a bit affordable, but there are still some parts of South Auckland that can be pricey as well. It depends on the many factors. Okay, right. And looking forward to know more about investing because I know we've got viewers. Si Migs Jan, bibili na yan ng bahay soon. And we've got other viewers as well who I reckon they already have their own house and are just keen to find out how can they buy the next property. Kasi ganyan naman dito eh. You buy a house and you probably, how agents would tell you your first home is more likely not your dream home. And so just buy the ones that you can afford. Don't aim for the expensive one because you're still kind of testing whether you're going to like the environment, especially the community you're going to live in. Plus, of course, the perfect place might probably be very pricey. So it's going to be a struggle for you to pay it off every week or fortnight or monthly. Now, if the first home is not your dream home, then what are you gonna do? Kasi kailangan mo nang bumili para at least you're making your first step into the property ladder. Yun ang laging sinasabi ng mga agents. I'm not an agent anyway. I'm a homeowner and I've been contacting different agents and learning from them. And I'm just sharing this with you with the help of Mary Ann as well kasi kababayan din naman natin. Now, if you can't buy your dream home in the beginning, then probably you can build equity sa bahay na una mong nabili. And then from that, you can sell the house and buy a better one, especially when the house prices are down, which I would say at the moment it's quite stable. It's not so down. And at the moment, the mortgage interest rate is slightly going down, not totally going down, but slightly. And I would say that because I am in negotiation with our mortgage broker, mortgage manager with ANZ, si Paula, yung interview namin last time. And she offered us, well, she's representing ANZ anyway. They offered us cheaper interest rate, lower interest rate, not cheaper, lower interest rate than last time. So last year, 6 months ago, actually it's going to turn 6 months this April, so we're about to renew. We locked it up for 6 months because we were actually hoping that the mortgage interest rate will go down after the election time. So that's what we've been hearing. So the whole mortgage loan we put it into 6 months. We locked it up into 6 months for around 7 something percent. And now they offered us, because we're about to renew in April, 6.99 for the 6 months. So what we are thinking now, what we are planning to do is to half it into 3 parts, our mortgage loan. So 1/3 will be put under 6 months mortgage interest rate. Another 1/3 will be on 1 year. So that's around 6 something, a little bit lower kasi longer siya. And the last third would be on, I don't have records here, it's on my email. I think it's 2 years or 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. So a little bit cheaper. Maybe just give me a minute and I'll look it up just to give you a specific example. And I'm just being open to you and sharing this because I'm not sure if this is a good idea. I've just heard this from Ellen. I've learned this from Ellen anyway. And I'm going to try this one if it works for us. And, oh, hang on. Actually, it's right here. I've just printed off the agreement form. I've just signed it. We've just signed it and sent it through. I say it has to be done today. So we've got I hope my video is clear, loud and clear. I'm using a new microphone that I bought recently. It has arrived. My order has arrived from Timo. It's quite a cheap one. I'm hoping it's a good quality, but I can never tell unless you give me a feedback. Please, guys, let me know. I would greatly appreciate it so I can work on, I would like to know more where I can get better at, maybe in the equipment or topics. I greatly appreciate it. Sure, somebody. And our audience before who commented that they want to know more about investing. So this topic is very interesting. It's the topic that she was asking for, because this is investment. So we're just waiting for her guest to join us, and also Mary Ann, and we look forward to hearing more from her listings probably, and her tips as well, as a very active and dynamic kababayan real estate agent. Going back to my, i-arrange ko lang ng mabuti because we've locked it up for 3 years. So again, rewind. Our mortgage, sasabihin ko pa ba magkano mortgage namin? Almost 500. Ayan, to be more specific. For 6 months, one third of it will be locked in at 6.99%. Special rate ito ni Paula sa amin because we've been with Paula, ANZ. She's not working for us, she's working for the ANZ. 6.99. I'm not sure, but when I checked Westpac, BNZ, and others, they are still somewhere at 7%, somewhere there. So ito magandang offer na rin. We need to lock it up straight away kasi baka tumaas. We cannot tell. And it's going to renew in April. So April is coming up soon. 699 for 6 months, one third. 689 ang one third naman ng mortgage namin for 1 year. And 6.65% another one third of our mortgage loan for 3 years pala. So yeah, the reason behind chopping it into 3 parts is that we're hoping that after 6 months bababa uli siya, so at least we can renew the 6 months, the one third of it after 6 months once it expires again, right? So hopefully pag bumaba di magre-renew kami. And we were talking about, my husband and I were talking about locking it up for 1 year or 2 years pag mababa. Kung mataas, edi 6 months ulit. And then, of course, after 6 months na naman, magwa 1 year yung one third, then we'll see how it goes. Parang, you know, how you gamble, right? You're not sure what will happen in the future, what will happen tomorrow. And even the economists cannot be 100% sure that it will go down or it will go up. But the sad thing is, at the moment, it's stable. Kasi yung, what do you call it? The bank, Reserve Bank of New Zealand, RBNZ, they didn't really move down or lift, sabi na lift up yung OCR. I forgot those terms already. But they haven't lifted up the interest. Pag bumaba kasi yung OCR ng Reserve Bank of New Zealand, then the mortgage rate will go down as well. But at the moment, it's stable. However, a lot of the banks have reduced their mortgage interest rate. So alam naman natin, if it goes down, the house prices will go up. And that's what I've noticed as well in our mortgage, how do we say it? Again, so many technical terms, and I'm trying my best to remember those words. Let me check out our home loan. Oops, not that one. Yeah, I think kahit saan ka naman mag-bank, they will always have this account that you can access online, so you can monitor your payments and your remaining balance, so you can check it from time to time, especially if you're anxious about your payments and making a lump sum or whatever. Oh no, I couldn't find it anymore. Sometimes where you're in a rush, you cannot find what you're looking for. At the moment, our interest rate is at 7.04 for the whole mortgage loan, because I haven't heard of chopping it into parts and doing this thing that I have shared with you a while ago, that we're going to chop it into 3 parts and locked it up in different mortgage rate. Of course, the shorter term, the higher rate you will be paying. The longer term you will lock it in, it will be a little bit cheaper mortgage rate, interest rate. Just checking out again for. I'm trying to check our house price because you can see it here actually. pero nahihirapan akong nandito pala. Ooh, tumaas siya. So previously it was 600. That was few months ago. Last year to be specific. So last year it was 605K. Now medyo tumaas siya, 645. So I am sensing that the house prices is slightly going up and the interest rate is slowly going down. But who knows what will happen after a week? Just read a lot, watch the news, follow our podcast, and get some ideas, tips. But it may not be the the right tip for you. It depends on it depends on your situation. Right. I've been talking for 15 minutes and we're still hoping for our guest to join us. Okay, how are you? All right. And this is one thing that we are interested in is, while I'm keeping an eye on the house market, the interest rate. And at the same time, we're also trying to build our equity. If you've heard of this equity before, instead of paying your rent, say you're renting out a 3-bedroom house for around 600. Our house is a 3-bedroom house technically, and we're paying 800 every week as a total, because we're paying fortnightly technically, pero syempre if you divide it into 2 weeks, then that's 800. So 600, 200 more, then it's you're paying your own house anyway. So that's what we were thinking in the past. Instead of renting out, renting a house, compared to paying your mortgage, you're just topping off a little bit more, and that's your own house already. Plus the fact that it's your own house, you can do whatever you like inside, unless it's a freehold, and you can do whatever you want to do with your house, with your surrounding in your property. And you can also build equity. Yun ay tong, if you keep on topping up in your payment, so yung halimbawa, they will require you only 800 repayments every week, but then you're paying 900. So mas mababawasan yung capital mo. And then you'd probably have, say, more than 20% after a few years, 20% of the house. So that's like building your equity. And the good thing is you can use that equity to buy your next property, right? Your next property can be a property that you want to rent out to someone else. And this is why we would like to, we have a discussion. Oh no, please join me. Don't just watch me, join me. She's just watching. Okay, hang on a minute. I'll just share it back to her. Because she's supposed to join me. I won't be able to hear you, and I need to. Oh dear. Give me a minute. Paste. Okay. Can you click this link, please? Can you click this link, please? All right. I hope you won't be watching me, but join me here, Sister Anche. So we've got Sister Anche should be joining us, because I would like to talk to her. I would like to show you here lives para mga fellow kababayan natin makapagtanong din sa iyo. And I've got quite a few questions that need to be clarified para mabigyan ng idea rin ng ating mga kababayan about how to buy your first home and your second home and your next home, things like that. Because I'm pretty sure with your experiences here, with the number of years that you've been living here in New Zealand, you have gained a lot of insights and ideas already that will be very useful to our fellow kababayan. Ayan. Tingnan natin. I don't know. Okie dokie. Here we go. Going back. Right. Invite. I'm going to send an invitation again if she can join me. Sis, if you are able to hear me now, if you can just click the link, that would be good to go. But I think you need to download it if you're using a phone. If you're using a laptop, that should be good to go. And we were able to have a quick discussion straight away as to how did you start the process. Magkano kaya yung deposit before? When I moved here in 2014, and then I've heard mga friends namin na start nang bumibili ng bahay. Back there in Topo, Tukuruwa sila bumili. They were required to pay at least 20% deposit. And then when we moved here to Auckland, we've got a chance to talk to different agents as well and mortgage broker, and they told us of the 10% and 5%, and that's good. Hopefully hindi na bumalik sa 20% lang. Otherwise it would be very hard for a lot of us to avail a home. It becomes not affordable anymore. And right, so we just have a quick chat with our fellow kababayan here, and they are now considered as investors. They have fully paid their first home. Tanungin natin, ito nga bang bahay nila sa Mangere, first home ba talaga nila? Or second home na rin? And what I've heard is that they bought another house that they've rented out as well. Pero binenta nila, was it last year or the other year? Okay. Let me just double check, because I think we need to help our guests get on to our live podcast so we can have a better chat. Let me hang on for a minute. Ayan, finally. It takes a while, but thank you so much for your time. I'm gonna add you now, Sister Anchi. Welcome to our live podcast. Parang pinagpawisan ako. Hindi lang parang, pinagpawisan talaga ako dun kasi I don't know. I know this is not uh, an easy, it should be an easy app to navigate. But we're dealing with
You hear me?
matatanda sa atin. Hello, Sister Anchi, are you there?
You hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, very clear. Pero,
Ba't nagtatago?
ay, doon
Your
sa
camera
isa
is
lang, may picture naman ako. Tapos,
very shy. Your camera is off.
click ko yan?
Kanina ang camera mo, it was showing.
Yan. Ayan na.
Ay, ikaw lang ba mag-isa ngayon? Sa bahay?
Oo, wala si Boots.
Ano ang sabi ni Boots? Kasi I've shared with him the link.
Ipasok siya, di ba?
Oh, but he said he's gonna jump in kahit ilang minuto lang.
I don't know. Tinext ko na ba siya?
Na, sige, baka busy pa. So we don't want to interrupt him anyway because he's quite a busy engineer. Electrician, di ba? Electrical engineer.
Yeah. Nasa work siya eh. Bawal.
Right. Ang sabi niya magtutuloy para maka-jump in. So we'll see how it goes. But if not, we're gonna ask you then. So, una sa lahat, kailan kayo unang bumili ng bahay niyo? Where?
2012.
2012.
Right away after the resident visa.
Pero resident visa na kayo pagdating dito, hindi pa ano?
Ha?
Resident na ba kayo pagdating dito? Hindi pa.
No. WTR for 9 months. 4 months no work. Then after that, 2 months before. 4 months, so 9 months yun eh. 5 months na lang, no? November,
so kahit resident na hindi pa rin madali, ano? Kasi walang work ka agad.
No. WTR, work to resident. Dapat magawa siya ng work.
Para maging
So, 4 months na walang work. After 3 months, after 2 months na nagka-work, nag-apply for residence. Na-approve naman for next year of February.
So, 2012, magkano ang deposit nun?
Yan ang hindi ko alam kasi
hindi kasi ikaw may hawak ng budget.
Hawak, wala akong alam sa kanyang galaw.
Lahat yung parang kumilos to buy a house. So 2012 was the first house. Iyan na ba yung house niyo ngayon? Or hindi pa?
Yeah. Ito yun.
2012. Tapos, when was the second one?
Second one is 2018, 17. I'm not sure.
Wow, ang bilis lang. Like 5 years. Nakabili na kayo kaagad. So 2012, 13, 14, 17. What did you do? Ano pa niya kayo? Anong sikreto niyo? Like, I mean, anong ginawa niyo? May mga strategies ba kayo ginawa para makabili ng bagong house, ang pangalawang house?
Yun nga ang ano ko eh, yung husband ko ang nakakalam dyan natin. Ako, ayun lang ako. Pero, ang ginawa niya is, palibhasa sila ang contractor. My husband is the one contracting the electric, the wiring sa house. Di nakausap namin yung builder.
Okay.
So sabi Sabi niya kung saan ang gusto ko, 3 kasi yun eh. Ang kontrata nila eh. So, yung sa front ang kinuha ko, syempre mas mataas yun. Mas maganda, bungad.
So, yun yung property na nabili nyo dyan din sa Mangere? Yung pinarenta?
Yeah. Robertson, but a brand new house.
A brand new house. How many bedrooms was it?
5 bedrooms.
5 bedrooms. Tapos pinarentahan nyo, kayo rin ang nag-manage, di ba? Hindi nyo pina-manage sa iba.
Yeah. Kami.
Paano yun? Kasi hindi nyo ata pinarentahan sa isang family pa iba-ibang...
By room. By room. Kasi, iparentahan mo yon for the whole family, hindi kakayanin ang mortgage. The mortgage is like 4,000 that much.
A month.
A month. So we need to collect money from the borders for that 5. Pero hindi pa rin, hindi eksakto na fill up yun lahat. So may bayad pa rin kami.
So may portion pa rin kayo na nagta-top up kayo, in other words.
Oo, kami ang magbabayad ng the rest. Kasi kami magbabayad ng kuryente and water bill.
Yes.
And the internet. Yeah.
Magkano ang rooms nun? Per room?
Hindi mura lang. Mura lang.
Mura lang.
Kasi yung master bedroom is 216 for 2 people. So, di 130 lang sila, di ba? Provided all the beds, something like that.
Pinrovide yun na lahat para madali na lang sa kanila mag-move in. Yes. So, alam ko binenta nyo yun eh. Bakit?
Yeah, before COVID. After COVID?
Before. Hindi, parang just last
after COVID.
After COVID ata.
Yeah, maybe. 2021?
Ewan ko, baka before COVID. Binenta nyo. Bakit?
Ay kasi nga tataas na ang
interest rates?
Interest rate. Tapos, mahirap makakuha ng
good
ng borders. Parang kasi nagkaroon kami ng borders na taga rito. Matapang siya. So, parang nagka-phobia ang asawa ko. Kaya naman tumira ng mga anak ko doon. So, ginibag na namin.
So, that's the main reason why you gave it up? Naging problema na siya? Because of
yung interest rate.
Yung interest. Oo nga, no.
So, we're paying 2 houses, right?
So, nung nibenta niyo yun, bakit naman kayo bumili ng another one? Like, what did you do?
For our son. Per son, before na nabenta yun, kumuha muna kami ng isa pa for our eldest son.
So paano yung ginawa ang process? Kasi may bahay na kayo, yan yung tinitirhan nyo, tapos bumili kayo ng for pinarentahan, pero hindi nyo kayo na ibenta, bumili kayo ng another one for your son. Was it technically under your name or ano ba?
With our name included and my son and the wife. So
bali pangalan nyo plus ang son mo and then his wife.
Sila mag-asawa.
Parang corporate? Ano ba yun? Anong tawag?
Corporate, ano. Kasi parang kami ang guarantor, the main guarantor, just in case na hindi sila makapagbayad, kami ang habulin ng ano.
Yeah. Did you use your equity of the house? Or?
No, save.
So yun yung parang guarantee na.
Equity from here and equity from there, from Robertson. So dalawa. So wala silang cash out.
Okay. So that That was really strong sa application nyo, di ba? And so, may ginastos kayo doon? May 5 kayong nilabas or just equity of the
Wala
house?
kaming 5 nilabas, pero yung Kiwi Saver ng anak ko,
Ginamit.
na ginamit nila. First home buyer.
So, bali, equity of your house, Kiwi Saver ng anak mo at saka yung asawa niya, pero wala silang nilabas na deposit.
Wala.
Wala na. Yun
Ito
lang.
pa sa
Oh, that's good. Pero, syempre, dahil malaki na ang Kiwi Saver nila, kaya malaking tulong yun.
Hindi naman that much, mga 30 lang ata naman.
Oo. So, it's more likely because of your equity sa house nyo. 2 house kasi yan. Pero, so ngayon, because they're still living in the house, right? May part pa rin kayo doon o wala?
Wala na. Yun, that's the good thing kasi after 3 months or after 6 months, kasi gusto naman the second son or the second kid, next son, ay makakuha rin ng kanya.
So, ginamit niyo ulit yung equity ng bahay?
Ginamit yung equity ng bahay, pero ang pangalan namin from the first son already take out, remove from their
So, ilang taon ang pagitan nun nung bumili yung first son nyo tsaka yung pangalawang son nyo?
Mga 1 taon siguro.
1 taon lang. That's good. Kasi nagamit ka parang revolving, ano tawag dyan, ni-rotate nyo yung ability nyo to buy a house to your kids.
Yeah.
So after the second one, meron pa ba yung pangatlo?
Meron pa, syempre.
So ito na ba yung...
5, there are 5. So may pangatlo pa. After, second son naman, dahil hindi pa siya ina-approve ng bangko, so kami muna bumili. Then after a month, maybe after 2 months or 3 months, binenta namin sa kanya the same price.
Okay, when did this happen? Kailan
2 years ago.
So, tamang-tama lang, yung nabenta nyo na yung bahay nyo sa Pinireden, sa Robertson. Tapos, itong recent property nyo, dami nyo na palang nabiling bahay.
Meron pa isa meron pa sa Glen Eden, yung anak kong pangatlo.
So, una, tapos yung pangalawa, yung anak mong pangatlo, yung sa Glen Eden, yun din, tinulungan nyo rin na makabili ng bahay.
Oo, andun pa yung pangalan namin, sa pangalan niya.
Sa ngayon, nandun pa, kasi wala pang tagasunod. That's good. Pero, bumili kayo ngayon ng recent na house. Dito sa
sa Perete, Weymouth ba yun? Perete?
I don't know. So, bakit? Pero this time around, it's for renting. Talagang pinarentahan niyo.
For renting din.
And it's not individual rooms anymore for the family.
One family.
Kaya ba ng rent, mortgage, repayments nyo? Nagtatap up pa rin kayo?
Nagtatap up pa rin kami kasi, di ba, wala na kami dito binabayaran. So, parang yun na lang ang binabayaran namin.
So hang on. Fully paid na yung first house nyo?
Yep.
And how did you manage to do that?
Kasi hindi kami nagtatap up like na magtatap up para madagdagan yung utang namin. Every year, we paid like lump sum like 10,000 for due date para lahat yun bawas sa kapital.
So, that's every year.
So 10,000 minus lahat yun sa kapital.
Oh,
Plus yung monthly payment mo pa.
That's
Diba?
right.
Yeah.
Tapos, yung nabenta nyo yung house nyo sa Robertson Mangere, would you mind if I asked how much was like ang yung part niya? Yun ba yung binayad?
Yun ang binayad dito. Oo.
That's a good idea.
In 12 years, fully paid.
So now it's fully paid. Wala ka na talagang utang, pwede ka na utangan, joke. Pero bago ka ng bahay.
May sabi na naman binabayaran, that's why.
May isa ka pang bahay na binabayaran. So ito na ngayon yung binabayaran ko. So that's a good one. What's the next plan, if you don't mind? Or parang you're just playing along?
Ay, gusto pa nga niya kumuha ulit ng isa pa kasi the bank manager will soon retired very soon. So, as much as possible, makakuha pa kami ng isa para kasi the only bank manager approved us for 5
houses. Siya pa rin. Sige nga, kausapin kita mamaya after this. I have a proposal for you. Naisip ko lang. Kasi naghahanap ko pa ng isa pa eh. Naghahanap din ako. So, we'll see how it goes. Now, meron ka pang tips. Napakagandang usapan ito and it's a very good idea. It's worth it that, we waited to have a chat with you because those experiences that you had really give us an idea on how to manage our finances and even our utang. Paano pa natin ito mababayaran kaagad and how to build equity. Anong mga tips mo sa mga nagsisimula pa lang dito sa New Zealand for those na nakabili na ng bahay?
Dapat, dapat hindi sila magta-top up kasi matagal. Kasi yung matagal na dito, 21 years na dito, yung iba, may nakilala kami, hindi pa rin sila bayad kasi nagta-top up sila for holidays. It's easy to top up. 50,000.
Talaga? Kasi yan ang iniisip ko ngayon, magta-top up ako ng magta-top up. Hindi pala maganda.
Hindi ka makakaahon.
Bakit?
Hindi ka makakabayan. Yun ang hindi namin ginagawa, mag-top up.
Pero ang ginawa nyo is just 10,000 lump sum each year. So, parang top up na rin yun, di ba? Hindi ba?
Top up sa aming bayad, hindi sa aming loan.
Okay. Yeah. Intindihan ko. Yep. Wag kang mag-top up ng parang may utang na dadagdagan mo.
Dadagdagan mo. Yun ang ibig ng
okay. Got it.
Napakadali lang noon.
So, wag utang ng utang na walang patutunguhan, in other words.
Parang ganun.
Yes.
Diba, nagtatap up para mag-holidays. Diba?
Yeah. So, ang holiday nyo talaga ay nanggagaling sa savings.
Dapat ganun.
That's good. Yeah, it's very valuable. Any other tips? Anong bank niyo po ngayon?
Ang asawa ko Westpac. Sa kasi, ANZ kami dati. They don't allow us to long term, only 25 years because we're old na daw. But now Westpac, at the age of 60, they gave us 30 years term.
Oh, wow.
That's unbelievable. Kung kailan 60 na kami, ay noon, 49 lang kami, hindi kami binigyan ng 30 years.
Oo.
Pero ngayon, binigyan kami 30 years.
Oh, that's a good idea. Sa at may mga edad na rin and they wanna try, pwede sila mag-deal sa Westpac.
That's you have a good, maybe.
Is there anything else po na you wanna share? Like any more ideas to encourage our fellow kababayan kababayan, do you think it's worth it na mag-invest sa New Zealand kaysa sa Pinas, or meron din kayong investment sa Pinas?
Meron din, pero ayoko na nga dun eh. Dito ka naman eh, bakit doon ka pa sa Pinas? Wala sino magtitingin doon, wala din naman. Di ba?
That makes sense.
Mm.
Tapos dito may withdraw mo kaagad or maibenta mo kaagad doon. Grabe, komplikado process. Wow, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much po, Sis Ange. Although hindi naka-join si Brad Boots, I'm pretty sure marami pa yung masasabi.
Mas konkreto yung sa kanya.
Oo. Pero anyway, marami kang nakukuhang informasyon sa'yo, and even I myself have learned a lot. So kaya tawagan kita after this.
Wait. Dapat ang maipapayo ko rin sa mga first home buyer, no? Hindi sila kukuha ng bahay na hindi nila kayang bayaran, yung mai-stress lang sila, ganon. Kasi ito, kinuha namin, marami ang against dito eh. Lahat na nakakaibigan namin, against na kunin namin itong bahay na to. But ang aming reason is, yun lang ang kaya namin.
That's right. Be practical.
Be practical.
That's
at
true.
Magtatanong kayo sa marami ng sa may experience na.
That's very true. Magtanong-tanong.
Yung mga pinapayuhan namin, hindi sila naniniwala sa amin. They are not capable of giving advice, maybe that's why. So it's alright.
Well, ganyan talaga.
Nothing to lose for us, wala namang mawawala sa amin kung kami mag-advise, di ba?
Yep.
Pero kung sila'y susunod sa aming advice, okay lang din. That's good. Okay, maybe mahaba na yung chat.
Actually, that is very powerful word of wisdom from someone who has experienced.
Kasi before, yung mga nagpayo sa amin na hindi pa kami pwedeng kumuha ng bahay, ay wala pa pala silang bahay. So, buka kami, ang asawa ko hindi nakinig doon na pumunta kami sa bangko. The first place, bangko muna kayo pumunta. Hindi kung saan-saan, di ba? Kung magpapautang, hindi yun.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah.
Tama po. Kung may plano, doon muna sa bangko, and they can give you a lot of advices. Yun din ang una kong ginawa. Ayan, thank you so much po, Sister Angie, and regards na lang kay Kuya Boots, kita tayo ulit. And those are our viewers who would like to meet Sister Angie as well and get more wisdom about home buying, we actually meet every Saturday during a Bible study group dito sa South of Auckland. So click me a message if you want to join us, and I can send you the link. Okay lang ba? Kung may humingi, Sister Angie, magbigay ka tayo sa kanila if you want, if you're happy to do that.
If I have time.
Yes, if you have time. I'm pretty sure yung mag-shout sa yung mga sincere naman talaga. So ayan, thank you. I know it's already late. Thank you so much for your time and your wisdom today. I greatly appreciate it. See you, Sister Ange.
Bye.
Ayan, you've heard it already from our different guests, mortgage broker, lawyer, mortgage manager from ANZ, even the investors themselves, mga homeowners and home buyers. They all said, you don't need to buy, you should not actually buy the house that you could hardly pay off. So even if the bank will say you're allowed, like us, we were told, you're allowed to to loan 650. We didn't use it up because we thought na mama-maximize talaga, but then paano naman ang repayments, things like that. And you don't need to dream of your perfect home. You don't need to buy your perfect home for the first home. Okay? Hindi siya yung dream home mo talaga. And of course, yung tips na kuha natin kay Sister Ange, wag top up ng top up sa utang. So, wag utang ng utang na walang kabuluhan. Wag umutang para lang sa bakasyon. Wag umutang para lang sa mga anything that will not give you something in return. Umutang sila for a house. Sa kanilang anak, sa pangalawa. See, they've reused their equity again and again. And because of their good records, I would say, and of course, their consistency in paying their repayments, ayun, nagbe-build na yung integrity. And she has mentioned that they have been working with the same mortgage manager, I would say, at Westpac. And yun palaging nag-a-approve ng kanilang utang. So build that good relationship with the mortgage broker that you are choosing. Like us, ito kami kay Paula. So far, Paula is quite good with us and she's accommodating us. So we'll see how it goes. I'm also contacting other banks, but so far, ANZ for me is giving us a cheaper rate. Pero sa inyo, your case might be different. If you're banking with Westpac, BNZ, or Kiwi Bank, reach out to them first before you reach out to the mortgage broker. And she also mentioned, bakit ka makikinig sa mga taong hindi pa nakabili ng bahay, sasabihin na hindi ka pa pwedeng bumili? You haven't even reached out to the bank who will have the say. And then pag hindi na-approve ng bank, like I was turned down by Westpac long time ago, I talked to mortgage brokers until such time that I came across another mortgage manager working for a bank, and the rest is history. So ayan, I pretty sure you have learned something because I also have learned a lot from Sister Anche. So if you've learned something and you think that this podcast is also useful, I'm just quite sad to hear that Marianne isn't able to join us. She's quite busy, but I'm pretty sure next time she'll be joining us. And thank you that you're learning a lot from it. And I hope you're not just hearing and thinking. Stop overthinking and just do something little by little. Even just talking to someone for this month, someone who really has the authority to share more ideas about home buying, like a mortgage broker, an agent, that's already a good thing. And start writing down your dreams, your steps, the steps that you are taking. Start reading articles, start watching the videos if this is your first time that you come across our podcast. It's every Wednesday, and this is already our 21st live podcast. If you go back to the first playlist I've had on YouTube, on Facebook, on my Facebook page, doon ang pinaka first few sessions, and then the rest I've moved them all on my YouTube channel, so you can watch the playlist, just play it all while you're doing your chores, doing something else. You can listen to it and gain insights. Take note of the things that might be useful to you or applicable to your situation. So I hope I'll see you again next Wednesday, and I look forward to chatting again with Mary Ann. Have a good night, everyone. Hope you will enjoy the rest of your night. Bye.